All right, number 2 is going to be my pre-operation routine before I had ACL surgery. And immediately after I found out that I actually had an ACL rupture, I started to plan out what I was going to do. And first and foremost, I knew that I had to gain optimal range of motion and mobility in the ankle and hip. I needed to strengthen up my hamstrings, strengthen up my calves, and strengthen up my quads, obviously the surrounding tissue that supports the knee. I also wanted to make sure that I built some hypertrophy there because I knew that I was going to atrophy after surgery. So building up the quads, hamstrings, making sure that I was stable in my movement. So a lot of single leg work, rear foot elevated split squats, front foot elevated split squats. I did that with several different variations, with hinging too as well. So a lot of RDLs, single leg RDLs. Then also worked the intrinsic muscles of the feet. So I'll strengthen up the feet. I also worked on pales and rails contractions for the big toe. So that's an FRC practice. Basically what I was doing was getting into the end range and working isometric contractions to allow for more range to occur. Because the goal really is to make sure that you have that mobility to move efficiently. And you're gonna lose that when you have surgery and have to be down for a while. So I wanted to make sure I was ahead of the curve. So I was being proactive in a sense, right? So the most important thing, again, build hypertrophy of your hamstrings and quads. Build up strength in the glutes and the core. So anything in the trunk area, lumbar spine and everything that surrounds that. Also, make sure you're mobilizing the ankle and the hip itself. And those are gonna be my main tips. As far as programming goes, I just ran a basic conjugate program, but instead of doing maximal effort work, I did repetition effort in place of maximal effort and did dynamic effort with more speed strength work, less explosive strength because, again, I couldn't do high-level plyometrics or anything like that, but I did work against bands so that I maintained that rate of force development as much as I possibly could because I knew that that was going to go for a little bit once I had surgery.